dann auch seine erste WM spielen dürfen 2018. Einer, der zuletzt richtig gefährlich ist. Und mal sehen, was er hier reißen wird in Runde 2. Die Rede ist von Steve Lennon. Steve Lennon nimmt es auf mit der aktuellen Nummer 10 der Welt, ein World Youth Champion, der eine wunderbare Premier League Saison spielt, hat in diesem Jahr 2018 schon 2 Pro Tour Turniere gewinnen können. Aus St. Helens der Bully Boy Michael Smith.
Rounding off the afternoon session then, 2 players who met each other at Alexandra Palace in the first round of the World Championships, with Michael Smith narrowly winning 3-2 against the Irishman Steve Lennon, a dangerous opponent for the number 4 seed, with the Dutchman Jelle Klaassen awaiting the winner of this one. The final match of the afternoon session, as I say. And joining me for this one, Chris Murphy.
Yeah, could be a rather close contest this. Many might think that Michael Smith could be the dominant force in the match because of his exploits in the Premier League and winning a couple of PDC titles already this year. But if you look at the form guide, there's only one place separating these players on the tour averages in 2018. Steve Lennon has been a thorn in the side of many top players, including the Thorn himself yesterday. A 6-0 success against Robert Thornton. But he's also had wins against the likes of...
Ladies and gentlemen, first leg, Michael to throw first. Game on.
Simon Whitlock, Johnny Clayton, Paul Nicholson on tour this year.
60.
Yes, he looked very impressive in that whitewash of an out of sorts, Robert Thornton yesterday. Hitting a 167 check out to win the match, averaging just under 97.
Yeah, one match he won 6-0 early this season against Dirk van Duivenbode, and Steve Lennon averaged over 111 in that match. We just saw Dave Chisnell post the highest average of this tournament so far, 108.65 in his 58. Whitewash over Jose Justicia. And there really was no way for Jose in that one.
120.
But Michael Smith, as we've alluded to before, is a completely different beast this year. He's picked up a couple of titles.
50.
It all really started again when he won on the European Tour in Gibraltar last year. His 4th Euro Tour title. Played a big part in
100.
earning him a spot in the Premier League, and boy has he taken that chance with both hands.
Yes, looking very good in the Premier League.
57. Michael, you require
this time
87.
around. And he's down to a finish, and will have a bit of time to take it out should he need it.
47.
We'll be back for double top as the man from Carlow in the Republic of Ireland still back on 226, the 24-year-old here.
140. Michael, you require 40.
Tops then. Favourite double.
Game on the first
there it is. He
leg.
absolutely loves
second leg
double 10, Michael Smith.
First. Game on.
And he's deadly on it. Very well placed to earn himself a
100.
playoff spot in the Premier League this year. 5 points clear of the chasing pack.
140.
We've already seen Lennon in Germany
58.
on the last European Tour event in Munich, where he beat Nathan Aspinall 6-4 in the first round before being beaten narrowly by the eventual winner, Michael van Gerwen 6-5. Went to a deciding leg that game against MVG.
60.
Really is an exciting prospect. He picked up a couple of titles on the development tour, one in each of the last 2 years.
58. Michael, you require 134.
Smith has time on his side here, though.
94. 94. Michael, you require 40.
So tops them for a 2-0 lead.
Game
And
shot
does it
in
on
the
double
second
10
leg.
yet again.
Michael
You said he
Smith.
liked it.
Third
He's
leg,
loving it this
Michael
afternoon.
to first. Game on.
Yeah, ominous signs for Steve Lennon.
And the crowd maybe still coming down from that superb performance from Dave
96.
Chisnell that we've just seen.
Yeah, well, they'll be up tonight. A massive match for Matt
100.
Topp against Peter Wright this evening. It all kicks off when Mervyn King takes off James Wade. 7:15 local time. That's 6:15 for viewers in the UK. The likes of Daryl Gurney. MBG, of course, in action against Danny Noppert. And I like the look of the final match of the
100.
evening too. Rob Cross against Dimitri Vandenberg in a repeat of that World Championship thriller.
Yes, plenty of tasty encounters for your
60.
Saturday evening viewing here. Before we get to the business end of the tournament, the third round tomorrow afternoon, and then the quarterfinals, the semi-final
100.
and the final on Sunday evening here in Saarbrücken.
Smith himself, of course, had the chance to
76.
end Rob Cross's run at the Worlds. Involved in a thrilling match with him after beating Steve Lennon in their only previous meeting.
105. Michael, you require 129.
So this time Lennon has left himself poised.
89. Steve, you require
What had
96.
been a comfortable start for Michael Smith. Might be less so. Just confirmation, he was after 96 there.
88. Michael, you require 40.
But once again, Smith approaches the board, needing
Game shot
40.
on the
This
third
time he
leg.
gets it done
Michael
first start.
Smith.
And races into a
Complex
3-0
team
lead.
to first.
Have
Game
been
on.
plenty of one-sided affairs this afternoon.
Yes, and this one going certainly all in the direction of the seed.
58.
And just like his fellow St Helens resident Dave Chisnell, getting the job done, or looking to get the job done in double quick time.
59.
Yeah, the only seed to be beaten was beaten. The number 16 seed, Steve Beaton, lowest seed. Of course, Simon Whitlock was unable to travel, so Daniel Larsson was handed a bye. So Alan Tabben joins him as an unseeded player in round 3.
96.
Yes, Alan Tabben rolling back the years and making the final day of
96.
action here on the European Tour again.
Plenty of opportunities for that to change tonight. The names that stick out as
100.
almost unseeded favourites, James Wade against Mervyn King. We feel that Paul Nicholson can give Benito van der Pas a good run for his money at least.
83.
And Luke Humphries was excellent yesterday. He takes on Joe Cullen tonight. Well, Smith needs a treble to leave any kind of outshot. Finds
Steve,
one.
you require 164.
164 plays 146.
$60. Michael, you require 146. $58.
Well, neither go.
Steve, you require
Michael Smith
104.
slightly better placed on a 2-darter. I mean, Lennon could do this in 2 darts, but I doubt anyone would ever have the gall to attempt such a thing.
64.
Couldn't do it in 3.
Michael, you require 88.
Well, there's an opportunity to get a leg on the board. Has that opportunity gone for Steve Lennon? Oh, that was in and out, but I don't think it actually hit the bullseye.
Steve, you require 40.
Yeah, you can see the mark on the 25.
Yeah.
Can Steve Lennon get off the mark? Yes, he can.
Leg. Steve Lennon, 5th leg Michael to throw first. Game on.
And well, Smith dilly-dallied there.
108.
And they want to put that right. He does so at the start of this leg by hitting a maximum.
Yeah, it hasn't seemed to have bothered Michael
60.
Smith, that bounce out around the ball. Straight in with a 180. Can he follow it up? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Michael Smith. And he tees up the unthinkable on the European Tour. There's been one on the Development Tour today. A 9-dart from
45.
Dawson Mershell.
Michael,
Can he form the World Youth Champion?
41.
Follow suit. Of course not.
Well, 6 perfect darts. First time we've seen that this weekend.
65.
But the crowd baying for a 9-darter. Michael Smith bangs himself in the head.
140. Michael, you
To
require
go
76.
4-1 up here. An 11-darter. Make it 12.
58.
Well, he has time.
Yeah, I think he stayed there because the dart in the 20 was blocking the double top, but with
96.
Lennon
Michael,
so far
require
behind,
18.
you don't want to be messing around here.
Game
And he
from
doesn't.
the 5th leg. Michael Smith. 6th leg Steve to throw first. Game on.
Smith well on course to complete a St Helens hat-trick at the end of this afternoon session, after Alan Towern and Dave Chisnell prevailed with comfortable wins of their own.
60.
So far in those 3 games, just 3 legs dropped by the Saints, who are marching on.
That hotbed of darts.
45. $100. 100.
Well, it was a comfortable victory for Lennon over Robert Thornton, as we said yesterday, but
134.
he's really going to need to dig deep to claw his way back against the number 4 seed here, the Irishman.
Yeah, despite the
100.
back-to-back 180s in the previous leg, the Bully Boy's not been at his brilliant best, but Lennon has been some way off the standard that we saw from him yesterday.
46. Steve, you require 116.
This could get him going.
Yes, double 18 for a 116 and
Game
hits
from
it.
the 6th leg. Steve Lennon, 7th leg Michael to throw first.
Is that the spark he needs?
57.
And not the best of opening visits at the start of the 7th leg for Smith.
Well, we know he's capable of running off a high-quality spell of legs.
134.
If you can get a breaker throw here, Steve Lennon, the complexion of the clash changes completely.
41.
Oh dear. couple of legs ago, Michael Smith had 141
97.
left after 6 darts thrown. This time it's 403.
93.
And Lennon seems to have caught light.
140.
Yes, the man from the Emerald Isle has awoken, but back comes Smith.
140.
which
Steve, you
does
require
put
130.
him down to the top of the shop finish of 170. Unless Lennon can take out this 130. He wants the bullseye, and he hits the
Game shot
bullseye.
the
My
seventh
word,
leg.
a 116
Steve
followed
Lennon.
up by a 130 to put him right back in this match, and to give the number 4 seed something to think about all of a sudden.
Yeah, a scare for
Game
Smith
on.
right now. Steve Lennon surges back into this contest. Back-to-back ton plus finishers. And something has sparked
100.
in the Irishman.
$97.
And there you see the last couple of legs. Steve Lennon really has upped his game.
60.
Yeah, 12 darts are the best leg of the match. And the average is narrowing as well. There was about a
140.
10-point disparity between the two a few legs ago.
$140.
One of the reasons Michael Smith has been in the business end of tournaments and winning tournaments this year is his ability to win battles,
140.
when in the past Michael Smith might have folded like a poor poker hand.
177.
Well, let's
Michael,
see
you require 124.
if he can dig deep and respond with something big here. Not going to get a dart
88.
at the bullseye well
Steve,
to
you
win the leg
require
anyway.
24.
And Lennon has the chance to tie it up.
Looking at double
Game
12.
on the 8th
And we
leg.
are all
Steve
square
Lennon.
at 4
Ninth
apiece
leg,
now.
Michael to throw first. Game on.
So it just becomes a best of 3 match.
Yeah, 3-0 lead.
85.
4-1 lead squandered by Smith. That's probably an unfair assessment because it's all been about the
96.
surge of Steve Lennon.
$100. $137.
And at the moment, whatever Smith hits, Lennon's hitting harder. He's not going to hit harder than that.
180. $97. Michael, you require 136.
So a chance to stop the rot, but that won't happen now, but he will look to set it up for a
78.
decent finish when he comes back. And if Jelle Klassen is watching this either back at his hotel or in the practice room, he'll probably know he's got a battle on his hands, whichever one of these
55.
players he plays tomorrow
Michael, you
afternoon
require 58.
on this showing.
I didn't have much of a battle earlier on against Mike Kyvenhoven.
38.
Well, Steve Lennon
Steve, you require
has taken out
116.
finishes of 130 and 116 already in this match. And with the Bully Boy poised on his favourite double, I was going to say he might have to do it again. That prospect
42.
disappeared after one dart.
Michael, you require 20.
Yeah, Smith was hitting
Game
everything at the
on
start of the
ninth
match,
leg.
hits that,
Michael Smith.
to go to within one
10th
leg of
Steve
victory now.
to throw first. Game on.
A rot stopper.
And if it were to go all square at 5 apiece, then Michael would obviously have the throw in the deciding leg.
100.
A solid ton to kick off then.
$60.
Yeah, Woody's most recent title, his 9th PDC title, just last weekend in Barnsley,
100.
Michael Smith. Hasn't ventured past the last 16 on the Euro Tour in the opening 2 events. We'll be looking to put that right this weekend.
180.
And once again, Smith starting to strike at the most important time of the match.
80.
Well, follows up with the 180 with the 140.
140.
Could that now be Michael Smith finally turning the screw to get the job done and halt the challenge of the Irishman?
Yeah, just needs one treble
100.
to get himself a match start here. Lennon's left the same finish. Should Smith not complete the combo? Bull.
78. Steve, you require 121.
Well, this will be bigger than either of the 2 previous ton plus outs for Steve Lennon. To stay alive, treble 17. Can't find it. And that
85.
could spell the end for Steve.
Michael, you require 43.
So for the match then, had a bit of a scare, will just compose himself, the number 4 seed, to hit the double top, does so, and a 6-4 win then. He'll take on Yellow Classic this afternoon. That concludes our final match of the afternoon. We'll hear a few words from Michael Smith, and then we'll be back with you at 7:15 local time, 6:15 if you're watching in the UK, with some absolutely mouth-watering second round ties. Michael van Gerwen, Peter Wright in action, the current world champion Rob Cross, and kicking off with Mervyn King against James Wade. But let's hear a few words from the Bully Boy.
Und ich glaube, Michael ist nicht ganz zufrieden mit dem, was er uns hier gezeigt hat. Mike, congratulations. It looked kind of easy in the beginning when you were 4-1 up, but then Steve came into that match.
When I missed that 9, I was having too much fun with the crowd, and I just never recovered from it. I took my foot off it. I didn't play well, and I got the win. Just like my Premier League campaign. At the minute, I'm still winning, not playing the best, but that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's. Everybody's saying that the first match of a tournament is most of the time the most difficult match to get a feeling for stage.
Yeah, of course. Having the first tournament, if you don't win, you don't get this on your rankings either, so there's added pressure as well. But to get up here, nice crowd, nice win against Steve, and I'm happy being to the next round.
We'll see you tomorrow. Michael Smith, der Bully Boy, ist, sagt er, war nicht das ganz große Match und trotzdem habt das Ding gewonnen. Der Druck in dieser ersten Partie ist immer besonders groß. Wenn du da verlierst, gibt es auch nichts für die Rangliste.